Welcome to DR TSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello, Swami, Sharanam. Welcome to this special show again. Dubai. People go there for recreation, enjoyment, and off late people, politicians, administrators, and their pampered dash go there for investment sake because it is a destination where no questions are asked on the source of the money. You can take away money. That is how the politicians, even from Telangana, they have been visiting across India. They have been visiting. They go by special chartered flights. Why do they go there? Everyone is aware. क्यों जाते हैं हमारे राजनीतिक नेता, राजनीतिक दल के नेता हो या दूसरे अहम हमारे परिश्रम के जो भी है बड़े बड़े लोग दुबई क्यों जाते हैं? क्योंकि वो वहां पर जो है पैसा जो है वहां हम कोई भी बिजनेस में लगा सकते हैं, बिजनेस कर सकते हैं और आपको हिसाब किताब नहीं पूछते ये पैसा कहां से आया, किस तरह से आया। तो ऐसे दुबई, यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स, इट इज दुबई और यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स एंड मिडिल ईस्ट, वी से oil and petroleum economic countries, OPEC. That means their sole economy is dependent on oil and gas. तो इनका पूरा जो चलता है उनका लेन देन तेल और गैस के ऊपर ही चलता है, वायु के ऊपर। और जब तेल और गैस के संबंध में जो हम गाड़ियों में इस्तेमाल करते हैं और काफी चीज में इस्तेमाल करते हैं, रेल सब जगह, तो उसके बदौलत ही हम बोलते हैं कि आज हमारी पर्यावरण नष्ट हो रहा है। तो ये पर्यावरण नष्ट को किस तरह हम रोक सके ताकि हम स्वास्थ्य से जी सके और स्वच्छता से एक अच्छी सी जो हम कहते हैं ऑक्सीजन वाली हवा में जो ऑक्सीजन मिलती है वो हम ले सके ताकि हम स्वास्थ्य से जी सके। तो उसको हम किस तरह पर्यावरण को हम स्वास्थ्य बनाना चाहिए, ताकि हम यही सोचते कि तेल हो या गैस हो, जिस तरह की ईंधन हम हमारे मोटर गाड़ियों से लेके हर जगह हम ईंधन की इस्तेमाल करते हैं, ऑयल और गैस की, इसको किस तरह इसकी हम कम कर सकते हैं ताकि कार्बन हो या कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड हो या मीथेन, जो इसके फलस्वरूप हम जो इसको इस्तेमाल करने के फलस्वरूप जो हानिकारक है पर्यावरण और हम जीने के लिए हमारे लिए वो हानिकारक है। तो इसीलिए तेल हो या गैस हो और ऊर्जा तेल हो या गैस हो, कहाँ से आता वहां पर, और कोयला, इससे किस तरह हम कम कर सकते हैं, उसी के लिए ही दुबई को चुना गया, जहां ये तेल और गैस से ही दुबई और यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स जीता है। और इसके पहले भी इजिप्ट है, उनका मूल धंधा मूल जो है तेल और गैस है। और ऐसे यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स दुबई में ही एक बड़ी सी विश्व की समूह वहां है, किस तरह हम पर्यावरण को इन चीज जो नष्ट है, मीथेन हो या कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस से हम बचा सके, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड सी वो क्षमा करना, कैसे हम अपने आप को बचा सके। और वहीं पर जो इसको पूरी दुनिया को बेचते हैं, देखिए किस तरह हमको उल्लू बनाया जाता है। और हमारे यहाँ प्रधानमंत्री यहाँ से जाते हैं जैसे ये घर का मामला है, देश का मामला नहीं है, हर 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 नागरिक का मामला नहीं होगा, लेकिन पंचायत में चर्चा नहीं होती है, पुरपालक शाखा में चर्चा नहीं होती, विधानसभा में चर्चा नहीं होती, लोकसभा में चर्चा नहीं होती। और उसी तरह वही प्रत्येक विमान जो ईंधन के द्वारा चलती है तेल का, वही तेल के विमान से जाते हैं और वहां दुबई में इकट्ठा होते हैं। और हमारे को कोई प्रस्ताव ही नहीं, और ये 5 राष्ट्र में चुनाव हुए, ये मुद्दा ही नहीं बना। देखिए कोई राजनीतिक दल आपको बताया इतनी बड़ी साजिश हमारे साथ। ये साजिश केवल भारत ही नहीं, हर एक देश में इसी तरह की माहौल है, लेकिन थोड़े देश में जानकार होके लोग रोड पे आए, इसका प्रतिघटन कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि आज वर्तमान हमारी जीना मुश्किल होगा और कल हमारे बच्चों के लिए क्या देंगे हम, इसका उनको फुल उनका चिंता जो है वहां पर है। इसीलिए वो देश में लोग लड़ रहे हैं और दुबई में जाके भी वहां विरोध करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। लेकिन आपको मालूम है ये मुस्लिम शासित देशों में आप प्रोटेस्ट नहीं कर सकते, आपका भाव से प्रकटना जो है आप वहां बात नहीं कर सकते, बाहर आके विरोध नहीं कर सकते। जहां विरोध नहीं कर सकते वहां पर विश्व के समूह इस तरह की एक अहम मुद्दे पर चर्चा करती है, जहां विरोध की कोई वहां प्रस्ताव ही नहीं है, तो किस तरह का दुबई COP28 मीट है, आप ही सोचिए। और इससे हम क्या क्या मिलता हमको इससे? पक्का ये खाली ये लोग वहां मिल बैठ के, और जब ये विश्व का समूह चल रहा है वहां पर यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स और वहां के ओपेक कंट्रीज ने तेल और ज्यादा निकालने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और ज्यादा विस्तार करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और ऐसे तेल कंपनियों के द्वारा प्रायोजित जो कंपनियां हैं वहीं पर उनका और एक धंधा शुरू हुआ, क्योंकि जो गरीब देश है, ये जो बड़े बड़े देश विकसित देश के द्वारा ये ऊर्जा जो है तेल, गैस और कोयले के द्वारा जो भी हुआ उसका नाश विनाश जो है पूरे गरीब देश में हर जगह हुआ, और भारत भी उसमें कोई ये नहीं है। इसीलिए ये देशों को बचाने के लिए ये लोग पैसे खर्च करके एक नया ऊर्जा की पद्धति लाना चाहिए। और जो नष्ट हो रहा है, क्योंकि ये पर्यावरण में ऐसी तरह की विप्लव ला रहा है कि ये टेम्परेचर जो दिन की जो है वो बढ़ रही है और उससे बाढ़ आ रहे हैं और हमारा जीना मुश्किल हो रहा है। ये सब के लिए ये विकसित देश जो है पैसा इकट्ठा करके इन देशों को संभालना चाहिए। ये है COP28 और इसके पहले COP ये हो रहा है उस तरह एक नई सांकेतिक परिज्ञान, नई ऊर्जा की पद्धति, और जो नुकसान हो रहा है इसके वजह से कैसे ये देशों को बचाया जाए। कुछ नहीं होता, कुछ नहीं हो रहा। इज एनीथिंग हैपनिंग? because of climate change, severe climate change, because of burning of coal, gas, and oil. Every COP meeting is making a fun of these things. They have to give a new technology, new source of energy, phasing out oil, gas, and coal. Are they doing it? No. The same Dubai, the same United Arab Emirates, OPEC countries, they depend only on oil, gas, and they are producing more gas and oil now. And their companies, they say we are going to carbon trap. They are the companies which they are saying. Are they giving us new technology? Developing countries, poor countries, they should take care of them because the changes are monumental. The temperature changes are monumental. They are rising because of which flood or frequent changes in the weather patterns affecting every single human being, alike flora and fauna on this earth, disturbing the ecological sense, the purpose of living on this earth. So who should take care of all these COP meetings? They said we will give an evolving fund to take care of all these damages which have been happening on poor countries, developing countries. At the same time, change of technology should happen. For that also, these countries should invest. Is this happening? No. And our Prime Minister goes to COP28 in the midst of election campaign as if it is his household phenomena. No discussion in the panchayat, municipalities, assemblies, nor on the floor of the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, except vote related issues, but not which is relating to your life, your existence, your resources, your environment. How will you survive? And in turn, last show also we have shown how amendments have been brought into Forest Act, Environment Act, slowly but surely. No political party, I'm not blaming BJP, NDA alone. What is Congress doing? Where is Samajwadi Party? Where is BRS? NCP, communist parties, where the hell you are? Is this not more dangerous than any other issue? Why are you not speaking on this? Still, you are trying to give contracts to explore coal. And our Prime Minister goes there, we'll have COP28 in so and so, 2028, COP33. Why? And he says, again, carbon bank and all that already have played. Just making a mockery. Tamasha. And we are the constitutional authority, every citizen. How is that we don't have information? It is our life, our resources, our environment. Don't you think we should live in a proper environment? क्यों इतनी बाढ़ आ रहे हैं? Why so much of flooding? Why so many changes in the temperature? Is it not because of the burning of this oil, gas, and carbon-related energies which we are trying to use? That is why I am trying to play one video. I give courtesy to Soumya Datta, his organization CFA, and Mausam, the trustees, because it is their video I'm playing there with their permission to show COP28 is going to be a failure. We'll come up with another issue extensively, but today being 12th, is it a failure? Is it going in that direction? Because there is no purpose, no direction. When Dubai, United Arab Emirates hosting such a conference, wherein Dubai depends on the same oil, same gas, is just making fun of औले उल्लू बना रहे हैं लोगों को और कुछ नहीं है. क्योंकि मैं ये शब्द क्यों इस्तेमाल कर रहा हूं? क्योंकि ये लोग जीते हैं उसी के ऊपर और उसी को कम करने की बात करते हैं. उसी ऑयल और तेल गैस के वजह से ही जो पर्यावरण के नष्ट हो रहा है उसके ऊपर ही वहां पर चिंतक बैठन हो रही है विश्व की. कहां पर? जहां पर इसकी ही वो लोग इस्तेमाल करके पैसे कमाते हैं. अब देखिए, और ऐसे देश में जहां पर हमारी स्वेच्छा बात करने की, प्रकट करने की है ही नहीं, विरोध करने की है ही नहीं, वो कंपाउंड में आप करना चाहिए, बाहर गए आपको डिपोर्ट कर देते हैं. तो कैसे चर्चा होती है वहां पर? एक निर्बंधन. इट इज ए कैप्टिव वर्ल्ड. No freedom of expression. You cannot protest except in that campus, and you are hosting a meeting in such country, in such venue. So I'm going to show you some photos which have been shared by Mr. Soumya Datta and his group, CFA and Mausam, through Mr. Soumya Datta. The courtesy, we give credit to CFA and Mausam. Different meetings were being held there. I'm just trying to show you. So no more fossil. Yeah, just enlarge this. Yeah, it is in the campus. Campus के अंदर ही वहां पर जो भी विरोध करना है आपको. No more fossils. ये विरोध जो प्रकट कर रहे हैं वहां पर हम आपको दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं थोड़ी बहुत. People have died as a result of climate-related disasters. चेन्नई में क्या हुआ, आंध्र प्रदेश में क्या हुआ, पाकिस्तान में, बांग्लादेश में और हमारे असम में, उत्तराखंड में, हर जगह जो बाढ़ आ रहे हैं. क्यों आ रहे हैं बाढ़? क्यों चर्चा नहीं होती लोकसभा में? क्यों चर्चा नहीं होती विधानसभा में? क्यों चर्चा नहीं होती पंचायत में? Why they don't discuss in the floor of Lok Sabha, Parliament or assemblies? And why it is not become an election issue? That beats my intelligence. ये मुझे समझ में नहीं आता. ये चुनाव का मुद्दा क्यों नहीं बन रहा भाई? देखिए आप, इसीलिए विरोध कर रहे हैं अंदर ही.
Aqui em Dubai vai ser às 9 horas da manhã, aí em Brasil vai ser 2 horas da manhã.
जो वहां पर विरोध हो रही है हम उसके दृश्य आपको बता. और देखिए हमारी इंडिया विल नॉट बी बाउंड बाय कर्ब्स ऑन एनर्जी यूज से सीनियर ऑफिशियल. प्रधानमंत्री जाते हैं, वो बात करते हैं, तुरंत देखिए ये इस तरह की. दिस इज द न्यूज. Renewable energy capacity. Yes, we need money. Why don't you negotiate, Mr. Prime Minister? Rich countries should give that fund for alternate energy, resources, development, technology. And the damages because of this temperature change, climate change, because of usage of that. Why don't you Discuss with them. You don't want to do. You will say India will not be bound by curbs on energy use, says senior official. देखिए, India was conspicuously absent from a list of 118 countries signed onto a pledge to triple installed renewable energy capacity by 2030. New Delhi has also not signed another pledge, डिक्लेरेशन ऑन क्लाइमेट एंड हेल्थ. यहाँ कर आके आप स्वास्थ्य की बात करते हैं, पर्यावरण की बात करते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी, और बाकी के राजनीतिक दल तो उनको पता ही नहीं. राहुल गांधी जी, आप बात कहाँ गए? आप कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी, एनसीपी, समाजवादी पार्टी, बहुजन समाजवादी पार्टी, आम आदमी पार्टी, किधर है भाई? वेयर आर यू? ऑल द पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज. इज दिस नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस? व्हाई दिस इज नॉट देयर इन योर एजेंडा? See, New Delhi has declined to sign. Prime Minister ji, you are saying something is happening. Actually, is it true or not? आप देश को बताना चाहिए. I request Supreme Court of India to take it suo motu, because we are all humans, individuals, may be working in different areas, but we are all human beings. Don't forget, Honorable Supreme Court and High Courts. It is going to affect each and every human being. It will affect our families. There will be nothing left for our children in the future if you don't act. Kindly take it suo motu. How is that government is not serious? No discussion in Lok Sabha, no discussion in Rajya Sabha, no discussion in assemblies, no discussion in panchayats, municipalities or corporations. Why? So court should take it suo motu, because it is the question of existence, existential crisis. These are some of the photos which were shared by Mr. Soumya at different levels of meeting on mountains and on energy changes, where he was addressing. Okay, there was a mountain day yesterday. So Nepal and all, they have all come together and they were trying to discuss. Then let me play their own video, which I'm trying to play courtesy CFA and Mausam through Mr. Soumya.
Namaskar and good morning. We are coming to you with the third update from COP28, which is being held in Dubai, in the Expo City Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. The situation of the negotiations and the expected results are very pathetic. There is nothing really exciting, nothing really hopeful that is coming out of the negotiations as of now, because there are, as you might remember from our last two updates, there were three main issues and a few side issues which are also important. But the three main issues were, to remind you, one is the global stock take, that is whatever all governments have submitted their NDCs, that is their plans, what they will do to tackle climate change in terms of litigation, in terms of adaptation, in terms of climate finance and loss and damage fund. So that what they will do in addition to what they have already said is really very low now. And the global stock take synthesis report, as you might remember, has shown that we are going to reach, if this is the plan that they stick to, even if they do it 100%, which many countries might not be doing, then even then we will reach maybe 2.9 to 3 degrees Celsius temperature rise above pre-industrial by the end of the century, maybe even more, because a lot of the IPCC projections are quite conservative. The second most important issue is climate finance. As you might again remember, that in Copenhagen in 2009, the rich countries came up with a figure of 100 billion from 2020 to be given to poor countries which are suffering the worst impacts of climate change. Even that has not been fulfilled. But there is a proposal which was hanging from the last few years. So this is one of the main negotiations. This is called New Collective Quantified Goal. This is not just 100 billion per year, because the losses that even the UNFCCC and other agencies, the UN agencies are estimating, even now, every year, the climate losses are reaching $500 to $600 billion. The total amount of money that needs every year to be invested in the global energy systems to shift them for the transition from coal, oil, gas-based energy systems to renewable, that is non-carbon, non-methane energy system. So that needs is itself more than $2 trillion per year to be invested. And many poor countries are not in a position to invest that money out of their own because their revenues, their tax revenues, their total revenues are not actually enough to even cover their regular expenses. So that is the second most important thing which is under negotiation. The third most important thing under negotiation in COP28 in Dubai is the loss and damage fund, which was formulated last year but which till date has not reached even the total pledges of rich countries have not reached even $1 billion. So to come to that same conclusion that if the losses per year due to climate extreme events globally is exceeding $500 billion, what this pledge of $1 billion till now, though they are saying that it will be increasing, but we don't have much hope that this will be, except some small change here and there. Some poor countries will really get a big help, which will help them tide over those losses. So this is the situation as of now. The important discussions about just transition, some text has come on just transition, but in that just transition text, the question of just or justice is very, very fuzzy. In the transition, people are talking about, of course, for more renewable energy, more electric vehicles, more of electrified systems. But the problem is the biggest stumbling block in this negotiation are several countries. As of today, they are very clear that they will not accept an official text which talks about complete fossil fuel phase out. And the demand that has been made is fair, full, funded fossil fuel phase out. That means the rich countries will have to do phase out much before 2040 on their own, whereas simultaneously they have to support the poorer countries for this phase out because this needs a huge investment. They have to support the poorer countries. That's why full, fair, funded phase out, fossil fuel phase out. So this text is still stuck because several countries, including India has given a statement even before the COP, and there's no indication that position has changed. Saudi Arabia has clearly said they will not accept a text which talks about complete fossil fuel phase out. The OPEC Secretary General has written to all OPEC members that oppose any language in the text which talks about complete phase out of oil and gas, fossil fuels, including oil and gas. So this is the situation in terms of the most important ask from this COP, fossil fuel phase out well before 2050. The UN Secretary General has come back to this meeting again, and he has given a statement yesterday that I am back and I am hoping that the climate crisis is closing in on us, and I hope the countries will actually be taking cognizance and do rapid action. But that is yet to be seen. There was a talk that the new GST text, the GST is again the global stock take, and based on that what should be done. The new GST text would be out last night. That has not happened. Very clearly, in negotiations continued till late night. There was no consensus. The Secretary and the President of the COP, they have called for a press conference. It was there. We were there in B8 zone, which is on the back side. But this press conference has been cancelled or postponed. So it's very clear, even now, when the ministerial people and the bureaucrats keep negotiating, the consensus about fossil fuel phase out, about finance and about sufficient pledges has not arrived. So on this penultimate day, we have 2 days left for the formal end of the COP28. Often it extends because if a consensus decision cannot be reached, and here I must mention again that in the UN system, if anything has to be adopted in such a negotiation, it has to be a consensus decision. That even if countries do not fully agree, they must not oppose it. Even if one member opposes this text strongly, this will not be accepted as a agreed text. And in the text, things which have been agreed, they are in the normal text, and things which are there as proposals and not agreed upon by all are kept in brackets. So there are a lot of these very important things like fair, fully funded, fair, fast, fully funded fossil fuel phase out. This is a proposal. This is in the text within the brackets. The proposal for a new collective quantified goal to be much more substantial amount, those are also not yet agreed upon. And pathetically, even rich countries, if you talk about the richest country in the world, United States of America, they have committed a very, very paltry amount of roughly $18 million to the goal, to the loss and damage fund. And $18 million is just 2-3 villas in Dubai, luxury Dubai villas in Dubai. So you can understand the kind of farcical commitments these rich countries are doing. And even US or EU, when they are talking the European Union, they are pushing for a fossil fuel phase out language, but at home they are also looking for more gas, more oil. Like Norway, they are opening up more gas fields, oil fields in the North Sea. UK is giving more licenses for oil drilling and gas drilling. And even in UAE, where we are sitting, which is the host of this COP, the Marawa Marine Biosphere Reserve, which is probably the most important biosphere reserve in this entire Gulf Arab region. It's a marine biosphere reserve. A lot of biodiversity, seabirds, dugongs, coral reefs, sea grasses, mangroves, a lot of biodiversity. That is being right now, the drilling, preparation for drilling for very, very toxic sour gas with a lot of hydrogen sulfide mixed in it. That is going on. And so civil society groups are protesting all across. They are doing actions in front of the negotiating room. They are confronting the negotiators, the official negotiators, both in the B1 zone, which is, you can see on this side, and the B8 zone, which is on the back side of my backside.
Climate justice! Now! Climate justice! Now! Climate justice! ¡No se rinde, carajo! ¡Vamos, pueblo, carajo! ¡El pueblo no se rinde, carajo!
This is going on. Civil society groups are protesting in the action zones. But overall, from the official negotiation, this is a very pathetic scene that we are very, very disappointing news that we are, as of now, we are bringing to you. Hopefully, there will be some positive news after tomorrow or day after when the COP finally ends. If that happens, we'll come to you the fourth and last update. Let's hope for the best, but don't expect too much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Soumya ji. It was a wonderful presentation. And here we'll stop. We'll come out with the latest and last of the series in a couple of days' time. So, Telugu mein ek kahavat hai, there is a saying in Telugu, Dayalu Vedalu Varninchina. Those who are destroying the nature, environment, they themselves are grouping together and discussing. जो इसके कारण है, जिस तरह हमारे पर्यावरण को कोयला हो, गैस हो, तेल के द्वारा नाश कर रहे हैं, यही लोग इकट्ठा करके ये लोग वहां पर वार्तालाप कर रहे हैं. अब देखिए, इससे कुछ फायदा मिल सकता है. इसीलिए हम ये कहते हैं कि लोग जाग जाओ, जान जाओ, क्योंकि हमारी जीना खतरे में है, वर्तमान और भविष्य भी. आप हर एक आपके पंचायत सरपंच मेंबर से लेके सरपंच से लेके म्युनिसिपल का कारपोरेटर हो या काउंसिलर को हो और विधानसभा एमएलए हो या एमपी एमएलसी, इन सब से आप पूछताछ करना शुरू करिए. क्यों ऐसे मुद्दे आप वहां आप इसके ऊपर चर्चा क्यों नहीं करते? आप ये अहम मुद्दे हमारे जीने के लिए है या नहीं? क्या इसी तरह चुपचाप प्रधानमंत्री जाते हैं और वापस आते हैं और यहां हमारे पेपर में देखने को यह मिलता है कि ये लोग कोई साइन नहीं करने जा रहे हैं वहां? तो इससे गरीब देश, और हम भी एक देश है उसमें, ये जो विकसित देश है, ये केल और तेल, गैस और कोयला, उसके द्वारा जो ऊर्जा जो इस्तेमाल किया गया है और इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, उसका फलस्वरूप जो पूरा दुनिया पे है और विनाशी है. आप देख सकते हैं पर्यावरण में कितनी तरह की ये चेंजेस आ रहे हैं वहां पर. इसके वजह से ज्यादा गर्मी, ज्यादा ठंडी और भारी भाड़. तो इसका नुकसान ये विकसित देशों को उठाना पड़ेगा. इसीलिए $100 बिलियन और ये बोले कि $3 ट्रिलियन हर एक साल अगर इस तरह इसको, ये जो नुकसान हो रहा है, नुकसान को भर्ती करना और नई सांकेतिक जो है दूसरी तरीके से ऊर्जा हम अगर इस्तेमाल करना है, उसकी खोज करना है, और उसके लिए एक नई टेक्नोलॉजी होना चाहिए, सांकेतिक परिज्ञान होना चाहिए, उसके लिए भी पैसा, और जो नुकसान हो रहा है उसके लिए भी पैसा विकसित देश ही देना पड़ेगा। और भारत क्यों इसके ऊपर इस तरह की सोच और बात नहीं कर रही है? क्यों भारत का सरकार और जो भी यहाँ के राजनीतिक दल है और जो भी राष्ट्र में सरकार है, क्यों ये लोग हमारे से छुपा रहे हैं? ये आप उनसे पूछना चाहिए। इसीलिए हम कहते ही, आप जाग जाओ, अगर जागना है आप जान जाओ, क्योंकि हमारी जान खतरे में है। वेकअप कॉल फॉर ऑल सिटीजन्स। इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड, if you don't start questioning right from panchayat till Lok Sabha, your present is already in danger, and the future of our children will be in danger too. So wake up, otherwise. Thank you very much. And again, I thank Mr. Soumya Dutta-CFA and through his Mausam for allowing me to do this show and to bring all the live updates on COP28. Is it going to be a failure which is going to affect entire world? Keep this in your mind. Thank you very much. Do support DRTSPR channels, Citizen DRTSPR channel and Environment People DRTSPR channel. They are all in larger public interest. Anyone can participate. My mobile number is 944046539, and the same number has got Google Pay and Phone Pay too. Thank you very much.